The next one for us to do technical analysis on is going to be SD. SD, money sign SD.
So you need to tell me what the
standard. Let me check real quick. I know I had it
please.
here. I'll check real quick, guys.
Please do.
Oh, sorry, it's not standard. Stader Labs. Stader Labs. LABS. Stader Labs. Money
Jesus
sign.
Christ, this is on Coinbase too. And Anvil needs to get listed
So I
on
mean,
Coinbase.
you see all this random coins that people tell us about. They're all on Coinbase. It's at Anvil. What's up with that, Coinbase? All right. So, anyways, the next one we have in store is gonna be Stader Labs. You got
Yes,
it right.
sir.
All right. So I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Papi right now. Go ahead,
All right.
man.
So it looks like it was listed on Coinbase. We're on Stader Labs paired with the US dollar weekly time frame. Excuse you. Data's coming from Coinbase. So it was listed on July 29th, 2024. And Fibonacci, I would say, is relatively irrelevant right now. We could go from swing high to current most recent swing lows. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that with price range being so tight. So you can see right off the top, I see a trend line to the downside. But instead of drawing it from here, December 2nd, 2024, I'm going to start it here on December 9th, 2024, first touch point. Second touch point here, December 30th, 2024. So that's our overhead trend line to the upside. Trend line to the downside gets a little bit more difficult because I would say we could more than likely plot a horizontal ray opposed to a trend line. You could see we have these two candle bodies here from December 16th and December 23rd here. You could see we have candle wicks here on the December 2nd, November 25th, November 18th. Candle body here within that range, November 11th. Then November 4th, we have another wick to the upside. So I'm just moving one tick to the left so I could see my crosshairs moving all over there. And I would say that would be a good place to plot a horizontal ray for support. So you could imagine this as a triangle here, right? This is the flat end of the triangle, the side of the triangle, and then the top side of the triangle. So you could see here we'll probably bounce within this range for some time until we break above it, retest it, then continue to move to the upside. So it's hard on a coin like this that's so new to Coinbase where the data is coming in. So let's switch over to the daily time frame and see what that's showing us. Here, adjust the charts. So again, we're wicking through those weekly time frames. We could tighten these up, but then that's going to mess it up on our weekly time frame. So you could see here, we're more than likely going to come back down to the 0.9377 level, possibly wick below that, but hopefully hold above it, right? Targets here to stay above to create a higher low right here. Let me lock it. I'm looking at these two candle bodies to the downside, December 10th and December 11th, the downside candle bodies. You could see here we have another candle body sitting on it. We have some wicks above it for some resistance before we broke above it and made that move to the, excuse me, here comes that garlic butter and steak again. Before we made a movement to our upside to create a second touch point of the trend line overhead. So we're more than likely going to bounce around within this range for quite some time, unless volume comes into the upside or to the downside via buyers or sellers. So more than likely we're going to come back down to the $1.14, $1.13, but more than likely we're going to come back down to 0.93. Hopefully hold above that. Hopefully it's just a wick to the downside before coming back up. And if we were to do that tomorrow, to the upside would be $1.40. So a little bit of upside, more downside, so a higher risk than reward. But once we break above this trend line, retest it, I mean, sky's the limit. I don't know on the other exchanges that it's listed on. This is just from Coinbase of its previous highs, but expect some big movement to the upside if and when we break above this trend line, retest it and move to the upside.
Can you pull out the ruler just to give us a quick example of how much?
Yeah, but it's not going to be
Yeah, it
anything
won't be
too
much,
good.
but just to give them an idea.
From roughly current price to the top of the to the top of the trend line, 12.76%. From current price, roughly to the horizontal ray of support is 8% away, 8.68%. To the strong level of support is about 25% away.
Okay, so there's a little more downside right now.
Right, but I mean, again, what happens when we break above this, retest it? Could it be 100% gains, 200% gains, or above?
Yeah, I mean, like anything else, and also you got to take into account the market conditions. And we're not in a bear market at the moment. We're definitely in a bull market. So the potential for it to go down, yeah, it looks like it could possibly happen. But at the same time, the upside is there as well. So there's still more chances of it to go up than go down. So just hold tight if you've been in this coin for a while. It probably is gonna pay off, but it just takes time, guys. Some people can't look past a month, 2 months. We've been in some coins for about 3 years now, so it just takes time.
True.